LA Chargers going to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas to face the Raiders. And the Chargers are 3.5 point favorites in this game. I mean, coming off of the biggest win of the Jim Harbaugh era, can I call it that? Being able to, handily control the game against the Chiefs in week one. It was in Brazil, so that kind of throws a wrench into it a little bit. But, this was a huge win. And I think the number one takeaway from it was that Justin Herbert looked like an absolute stud. I mean, he looked like he had arrived as, the top five quarterback that people think that he has the potential to be. So if he's able to put it all together this year and, make use of the weapons that he has, Keenan Allen looked like he had lost all the weight that he had put on with the Bears and was looking a lot more fresh back in LA. Ladd McConkey looked great. I think Amarian Hampton, save for the decision to run out of bounds on the sideline, I think he looked very good all game. And obviously, the Chargers have a lot of belief in him as a running back. And then on the other side, the Raiders, were able to utilize a high-scoring offensive attack to take care of the Patriots this week when they were underdogs. So I think this is an interesting game. I'm going to lean the Chargers. I think the Chargers have a real chance to win the AFC West this year, even despite the injury to Rashawn Slater. I think this game is going to be about who's able to – I think it could be a very, very high-scoring game just based on the way both offenses played, at least in week one. But I'm going to lean towards the Chargers to win this game just because that's how much I believe in Justin Herbert as a quarterback and what he was able to do against a very good Chiefs team in week one. Turtle, what are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, look, I'm with you. I like the Chargers in this game. You talk about, again, we're talking about overreactions from week one. But to be quite frank, I think both these teams played really well in their week one football games. I mean, Geno Smith looked really good against the Patriots. Again, they won outright as underdogs, and this Chargers team also won outright as underdogs. So kind of a blank slate going into this game. And personally, I think that the Chargers are just a more talented football team. I think there's certain holes on Vegas's defense that can easily be exploited by. Again, you didn't even mention him, but Quentin Johnston, uh, off the milk carton. I know last year you talk about a guy.
Go
Let's give him
Frogs!
go Frogs. Let's give him some credit. He had a dismal rookie year, and outside of a couple drops last year, I think he improved a lot as a player. He caught 8 touchdowns last year, and he picked up right where he left off in week one of this season. So I mean, credit to him for just sticking to it, and I think getting better as a player each year. So look, I like the weapons the Chargers have on offense, and I think their defense will be just fine against a Raiders offense that played the Pats, that a Pats team that I think is still trying to find itself a little bit. Definitely going to be more improved than last year, but like this Chargers team is a very complete football team. They're well coached. I think they get the job done against a divisional opponent that they're better than.
I'm with you, Turtle. I mean, we talked about the Patriots and how good Drake May looked. I mean, he kind of picked apart this Raiders defense. Yeah, he made some mistakes that cost them the game. I mean, this is going to be a much tougher offense that they're facing. I mean, New England was, I'm sure, encouraging for that for them to be able to start out with. I think there's just a lot more firepower in terms of the talent that's going to be on the offensive side of the ball for the Chargers. Is Slater's out? What did they have any other injuries on the offensive line?
No.
No. And I mean I don't see the Raiders being able to keep up with the Chargers. Justin Herbert is humming right now. They've looked good in terms of from a pass protection standpoint, and they are. What is this? Is it Raiders at home in this game? No, I think it's in LA.
Yes. No, it's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas. Okay, so that makes sense with the spread. No, give me the Chargers in this game. I think I like the over, honestly. But no, I think the Chargers are going to be able to put up points in this game, and one or two key stops against Geno Smith. He had a very good game, last week, but we've seen that fluctuate to where, he will make a costly mistake here and there. The questionable Brock Bowers as well. I think that's also something big to throw in there. Is he going to be 100% when he gets back? Just a week removed from being injured. And it just who Geno Smith is gonna be, having to throw the ball to if Brock Bowers, is not going to be there. I think there's also questions for the Vegas pass rush in terms of how they're going to be able to attack Justin Herbert. They're not getting past Joe Alt. So yeah, give me the Chargers in this one. Vegas goes to 1-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna also take the Chargers. But I do want to say if the Raiders do win, it's going to be because Max Crosby takes advantage of his matchup with Trey Pipkins. That can be a real tough matchup for the Chargers. I think if they're going to lose this game, that's going to be the reason why. I also want to shout out Thomas Booker. They traded Jacorian Bennett for him to Philly. He played magnificently in week 1. But the big matchup, I think my favorite matchup of the weekend that I'm most looking forward to is going to be Derwin James versus Brock Bowers. Hopefully he's ready to go. But I think that's going to be best versus best. I can't wait to just lock in on that matchup. But I'm going to take the Chargers just because of how good Justin Herbert looked.
Christian, did you just shout out Texans draft pick, Thomas Booker?
I did.
Hell yeah. 6th round pick. I think it was Casario's first draft, him and Davis Mills.